Okay, so our first thing is to choose the right place where we're going to install or place our stove. And we need to be able to ventilate this room. It was obvious that the opening was clean and clear, which means that the smoke had no, let's say, obstacles. This one leg is short, so we need to have something underneath so that it will be kind of more stable. So this ceramic tail is okay. It can, with time, it can damage the plaster. So that's why you may have, let's say, a metal sheet attached to the wall. It also will be, will be good in a way that it will be also reflecting the heat back to the room. This thing is kind of light.
Yeah.
So maybe you can get a few stone bricks, let's say. So you should have them like from the stove going from bigger part to the smaller part. And then again you have with bigger opening ending with a smaller part, piece of it. You take out the glass and put there the metal sheet with the opening for the tubes to go out through the window. And again, it should be made the way so that this metal pipe doesn't touch, let's say, wooden frame, and all the curtains are far away, so there is no danger for fire. Your option is where your pipe is going out throughout the window or somehow out of the wall, and you have your your pipe like going out horizontally. What we're suggesting to have another angle attached to it, and maybe have another piece going outside, which will stop the wind directly blowing inside this pipe and kind of directing the smoke backward toward your apartment. That's where you can get the smoke coming into your room. This may goes off at the beginning when you burn your wood, because at the beginning anyway you get some smoke coming into your room.
Okay.
And whenever this detect, let's say, carbon monoxide, whenever alarm going on, never ignore it. The
Get
alarm.
out of my apartment.
Yeah, open the door, get out to the fresh air, and then come back and make sure just to check and to try to figure out where it's coming from. Usually when the flame already ate all the oxygen in the room, and there's no enough oxygen for flame or the fire normally going on, that's when carbon monoxide starts generating. So never ignore an alarm. Either way, it can work.
Yeah.
Talking about fire, your fire extinguisher absolutely needs to be in this room where you have the fire going on. Okay. Do you know how to use your fire extinguisher?
Yeah, you take the yellow thing out and you press down and spray.
Yes. You should start extinguishing fire from the base, and like you said, you take off the safety pin, which will allow you to squeeze the handle and let the stuff going off. And then you just point the hose to the base of fire and start extinguishing the fire. We can, burn the fire and check how your stove works.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need some wood.
I have wood. Yep. There's some on the balcony.
Okay, do you have an axe?
I do have an axe.
Ja, das ist harder on me. Those both seats.
Do you want gasoline?
No.
I'm joking.
Absolutely.
Not the
It's
last
dangerous. You kind of
Small one.
need to build your fire, the logs in the shape that in the center there will be fire going on, and you will have logs put, on each side in order to kind of keep or prepare the space for the fire going on and kind of supporting your fire there. So then you can have piece of paper there for lighting the fire, and then thin pieces of wood going on top of that. You can see how the flame inclines toward the pipes, which means there is the steam of the warm air going to that direction, which means all the smoke will be going through pipes outside. It's kind of built-in oven here, where you can bake some potato or other stuff when it's a bit warmer. It also has this other opening on top of it, which is you can open it and put, let's say, the metal teapot on it to boil the water, or the bucket with the water. Doesn't close like all the way this opening, and you can see the smoke coming out. One thing, you can turn this and find the way when it closes the opening the best. See, these are the openings from where the air gets into the wood stove, so that the oxygen will be helping keeping fire going. It is also another opportunity for sparks to come out when the wood is burning. So that's why it is very important to have something like metal sheet underneath of the wood stove to protect, let's say, the floor from catching the fire. In this case, there's no worry because our floor is, covered with ceramic tiling, so it's not gonna start any fire. You can have your wood logs placed underneath of the wood stove, and you should circulate them, like have them underneath of burning, wood stove, and that's like in couple hours you can turn them, and maybe a couple hours later you just can take them out and put another log of wood. So which way you want to have the head?
Probably my head over here.
Oh, it's about 1.5 meters. So
And it needs to be at least a meter away.
yes.